Uh, my name is Dr. Abhishek Tripathi. I'm taking you through numericals of project management in second semester subject in MBA, Master of Business Administration. What I've done here is we have got some. I've got some workbooks made for you. I'll show it to you. We've got some workbooks made for you. Well, I've made six set of workbooks, and these workbooks consist of all set of questions, type of questions which can be asked in the examination, in university examinations in project management. So these six sets represent six types of questions which can be asked in your examination, and then there are subtypes of the question. And how we will deal with these is we'll deal it set by set. So we'll make one video per set. Let us go for first set now. This is set 1, set 2, set 3. Now, still to make set 4, set 5, set 6. Let's go for set 1. And this is the question. First type of question, it will be based on future value and present value. Question says, calculate the compounded value of rupees 10,000 at the end of 3 years at 12% of interest when interest is calculated yearly, half yearly, quarterly, and monthly. First of all, we have to remember what is formula for compound interest. Compound interest is the formula for compound interest is amount is equal to principal into 1 plus r whole to the power n, whole to the power n. So similarly, in this, what amount to be said is future value, and principal is present value, and 1 plus r by y. This y is the frequency of compounding. How many? What is the frequency of compounding? For example, in yearly, frequency of compounding is once a year. Half yearly, it is twice a year. Quarterly, it's 4 times a year, and monthly, it's 12 times a year. So it will be future value is equal to present value into 1 plus r divided by y. Y is frequency of compounding to the power n into y. So what happens here is we've got principal as 10,000 rupees. It is given. N as 3 years. R is 12%. Yearly compounding y will be 1. Half yearly compounding y will be 2. Quarterly compounding y will be 4. Monthly compounding y will be 12. And if you look into this, what formula we have put is 10,000, this is the amount, into 1 plus 0.12, that is this interest rate, divided by 1, because y is 1, to the power 3 into 1. 3, this year 3, and into 1 is this y. So we just put into this formula and we get this answer. For yearly compounding, in half yearly it will be divided by 2. Here it will be into 2. Quarterly it will be divided by 4. Here it will be into 4. And monthly it will be divided by 12 and into 12. So this is how we calculate. And if you look into this, the yearly compounding amount is less than monthly compounding amount. If you look into this, yearly compounding amount is less than half yearly compounding amount. Then half yearly compounding amount is less than quarterly compounding amount. Quarterly compounding amount is less than monthly compounding amount. So what we get from this is the more we compound, the more frequently we compound, the more will be amount. So this is known as power of compounding. This is known as power of compounding. So I hope this question is quite clear. Let us go to question number 2. It says if a man deposits rupees 55,650 in a bank, which is paying a 12% rate of interest on a 10-year time deposit, how much would the deposit grow at the end of 10 years? So actually present value is given as 55,650. R is given as 12%, and N is given as 10 years. And because it is annual interest, so Y will be 1. So same formula we are using here, that is future value is equal to present value into 1 plus R divided by Y to the power N into Y. And if you look into this, the same thing I've done, 55,650 into 1 plus 0.12, that is 20%, to the power 10, and into 1 because it is yearly compounding. So it is very similar to the first question. Let us move to third one. Find out the amount of annuity if the payment of rupees 500 is made annually for 7 years at the interest rate of 14% compounded annually. So annuity is paid 500 rupees annually. It is paid for 7 years. So here you've got annuity of 500 rupees for 7 years. R is 12 14%, and N is this is the time it will get to compound. So this will get the first installment which you are depositing, that will get 7 years to get compounded. This will get 6 years, then 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, and 1 year. So this 500, first 500 which you are depositing will get interest rate for 7 years. This one will get for 6 years. This one will get for 5 years. So similarly, this one will get for 1 year only. And what will be the future value? Future value will be this 500 will become, after 7 years it will become at 14% rate, it will become 1251.134. Similar, this 500 after 6 years it will become 1097. How we get this? It is simple. Whatever we did in the with this formula, same. This future value we are calculating, this is present value already given, this is R and this is N, and because it is annually, so Y will be 1. So this is how we calculate. If you look into this, I've done B27 into 1 plus C27 into to the power this N. And this is how we calculate all. And then we come to the total, and this will be the amount he or she will get after 7 years if you make 500 rupees at 14% rate of interest. So this is the third question. Let's go for fourth question. A recurring deposit of rupees 100 is made in the beginning of each of the 4 years, starting now at 6% per annum. What will be the total deposit at the end of 4 years? So you're making 100 rupees every year. R is 6%, and N, this one will be, because it is made in the beginning of the year, this will be N for 4 years, this will be for 2 years, this will be for 4 years, this will be for 3 years, this will be for 2 years, this will be for 1 year. And then you similarly, similar to the previous question, you calculate the previous value on the basis of the formula, and you get 126.24771190.1016, and finally you calculate it as total. So after 4 years, you will get 463 rupees and 70 paise. Find the present value. Though, let us go to fifth question. Find the present value of 10,000 rupees to be required after 5 years of the rate of interest of 9%. So future value here, the question has been changed a bit. Here future value is given as 10,000 rupees. N is 5 years. R is 9%. So